Good evening, everyone. It's another Monday moment with yours truly. Today, I want to recap on what I was speaking of on yesterday not yesterday, but last week, about I am beautiful. That's our topic today. I am beautiful. And just to recap on a little of my story, being raped and molested at such a young age, starting at the age of 4. From 4 and then 5 with, two different people continuously. It strips you of who you are, who you believe you are, and it also can strip you of, thinking you're beautiful. You're no longer beautiful. It strips you of your self-image, your self-beauty, your self-esteem. And I am also wanted to also remind you that even though it affected me that way, it may not affect everyone else. So this is not a one-size-fits-all process or results. But it is a way that it can strip you of thinking that you're not beautiful. So today, what I want to encourage you today is that I am beautiful, you are beautiful, we are beautiful. And I had an epiphany the other day at work. And so in summer, during the summer, sometimes I go back to teaching. I teach summer school only. I had the privilege of running into a coworker that I had met years ago. And he was basically telling me, the position that he has now and how I could have had that position had I just, taken the steps to fulfill it. And he said, I tried to tell you about this position that I had years ago. You told me, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to just keep teaching summer school. And he left out and he came back later that day. But when he left out, I had this epiphany like, wow, not thinking I'm good enough, not thinking I'm beautiful, not wanting to be seen. Sometimes I neglected to take initiative to leadership roles. Denied myself of being in the role where I could be used. It made me also think about one of these positions as a teacher. And my IEP chair, who was familiar with me and familiar with some of the things that I had been exposed to as far as my education and experience it professionally. And she said, Debbie, you've been doing this for so long. Why you didn't even tell nobody you used to work in this position and you could have, you so knowledgeable about special ed, but yet you don't speak up. And one of the things, of not speaking up is because I just didn't want to be seen and not feeling beautiful and just trying to always hide in the background. So I want to encourage you today, if you have been in the situation where, you've been raped, molested, and it just strips you of your beauty, know that you are beautiful. Know that you don't have to wait. And know that you're at the right time, at the right season. You're on time with your life. And that's what I told myself, the other day. I said, don't beat yourself up because you didn't recognize who you are and your worth back then. You'll always have time to step up. Is always the right time to go and do whatever it is that you're supposed to do. Just know you're on schedule. And that's what I told myself. I said, Debbie, you on schedule. You're doing the right thing. And you wasn't where you needed to be at that time, but you're here now. And so moving forward, I said, when he came back in my classroom, I said, next time you go up, take me along with you. I'm going with you. I ain't going to hide anymore. I'm ready. I'm ready to go with you. And so just identifying that sometimes we block our blessings, or sometimes if you're in a state where you feel like you're not good enough, know that you are. Know that you have everything that God has equipped you with. And all you got to do is take the leap of faith and walk in that moment. And so I also wanted to explain to you that even with me, knowing that I'm beautiful, right? So I always thought that I had to have my hair long. I had to be a certain size to be seen as beautiful. But God is saying, has showed me, allowed me to go through so many stages in my life, where one minute I would have long hair and I would cut my hair off. I have short hair. And when I reflect on all of that, I can see that no matter what length my hair is, I'm beautiful. Whether, this is my first time with this hair, Whether with hair, without hair, with braids, bald headed, short hair, I cut my hair off 3 times. I am still beautiful, and I want you to know that too, that you are beautiful regardless of how your hair looks, regardless of your shape or your size or your weight. I always thought that my weight dictated my beauty. And so I was like, oh my God, if I gained too much weight, if I would punish myself, I would be really depressed. I remember one of my girlfriends was like, I can never tell you was depressed. I said, girl, because I lost that weight. And I bounce right back. But even when I don't bounce right back, because sometimes weight takes, it's easier to put on than it is to take off. And I always was telling my girlfriend this too, is that, it's this little fat girl inside of me. When we were younger, you could eat anything and not gain no weight. But now that you're getting older, your metabolism has slowed down. So you got to watch what you eat, incorporate exercise. Because I swear, if I could just eat whatever I want, I wouldn't exercise. And I would definitely eat what I wanted if I couldn't gain weight. But I've learned to accept who I am. I've learned to accept my shape. I've learned to accept my size. If I look in the mirror and it's something that I don't like about myself, I tell myself it's temporary and I'll work on it. So whether I need to, if I see I gain some pounds, I do what I need to get them pounds off. So sometimes people be like, girl, 1 minute you fat, 1 minute you skinny, or you big or small. It don't matter what size I am. I love me. I'm beautiful. I remember not wanting to do FaceTime, not do selfies, not post pictures. Girl, lately I've been taking all these pictures of myself. I don't post everything I do because my life is private and I don't always have to expose or need reconciliation, or I'm not reconcil. I don't need validation. I don't need anyone to validate me. I know who I am. I know I'm beautiful. You don't need to know everywhere I go and everything I do because my life is private. I don't have to put my life on a showcase, and I don't need anyone's approval. I love me, and I'm okay with me today, and I just want you to be okay with yourself as well. So I used to avoid all of those things, due to my self-worth and my self-image, the ability of thinking, of knowing who I am and my appearance and my personality all has to do with self-worth. But when you start to love on yourself and you accept yourself for who you are, you will shine, shine, shine. And so today, if you don't learn anything else, know that you are beautiful. I stand as one. I come as one, but I stand as 10,000. So today I represent you, and I want to let you know that you're beautiful. And if you don't have the guts or the goal or the boldness or the courage to stand up, know that you are beautiful. You are beautiful, and you can change your self-image, your self-esteem. You can change anything you need to do about yourself. But we all need some type of assistance to get to where we need, especially if we feel like we're stuck in a rut. Whether it's counseling and everything, we need divine intervention. We need a God, a Savior that can help us, because this thing, we can't do it on our own. And I know it's been people praying for me, praying for myself, and just seeking God to help me to be who I am today. And I want to let you know that I am a better me. I'm not here for sympathy or empathy. I'm just telling you my walk of life and how if God did it for me, guess what? He can do it for you too. So know that sometimes the place you used to be is not the place you should be today. And you are open to change anything you need to change about yourself. Know that I am beautiful, you are beautiful, and together we can walk through this. If you feel that this message will help someone else, share it. Look me up on YouTube, Deborah Gaines. And one of the other things that really just reminded me was that my name, Deborah. So one of the other things about, self-image is loving yourself. And I didn't always love myself. And I always wanted to change my name to something else. I remember being younger and I wanted my name to be Keisha. I don't know why, because I had a lot of girlfriends named Keisha probably. And I was like, my name need to be Keisha. I did not like my name for a long time. So people would just call me Debbie. I would never tell people my name was Deborah. You only know that if you went to school, but now I can honestly say, people say, what's your name? Deborah, because that's my name. I no longer say Debbie, even though I still respond and tell other people my name, but I can definitely say when I introduce myself for the first time, my name is Deborah, and I'm okay with Deborah. And I love Deborah today, okay? And just like I love myself, I want you to love yourself. So have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Be encouraged. Thanks for watching.